Hi, I'm Noah Aguilera in period 4.
Hi, I'm Enrique Gascon in period 6. So the piece that we're doing about is the Virgen of Guadalupe by Miguel González, made in 1698, and the materials include oil on canvas on wood, inlaid with mother of pearl, and canvases. The period in what it was created and how it affected the work. So this piece is an example of colonial Spanish art. This period was when the Spanish had control over Mexico and various colonies in the Americas, and attempted to spread Catholicism to the local Native Americans who incorporated their own beliefs into the religion, especially about the Virgin Mary. So the themes in this piece are as follow: religion, the importance of the work in the art world, and why it is in our catalog in your opinion. So Christianity had a profound influence in the New World, and it shows one of the various examples of the syncretism between indigenous and European culture, as seen in this piece.
So to understand this piece in its entirety, we have to understand the historical context or the background behind the piece. So the story associated with this piece is that La Virgen de Guadalupe had a miraculous revelation to an indigenous man named Juan Diego while he was on his way to Mass. As he walked onto the hill of Teyapac, formerly the site of a shrine to the Aztec mother goddess Tonantzin, Guadalupe appeared to him in an apparition, calling him by name in Nahuatl, the language of the Nahua, which were the indigenous people in Mexico at the time. According to the textual account written in Nahuatl, Juan Diego described her as a dark skin with garments as brilliant as the sun. She requested that Juan Diego ask the bishop, Juan de Suramaga, to construct a shrine in her honor on the hill. After recounting the story, the bishop did not believe Juan Diego and asked proof of the miraculous revelation. After speaking with the Guadalupe on 2 other occasions, she informed Juan Diego to gather Castilian roses growing on the hillside outside of the season which they were meant to be grown, inside his tilma or native cloak made of maguey fibers, and bring them to the bishop. When Juan Diego opened his tilma before the bishop, the roses spilled out in a miraculous imprint of Guadalupe, and Bishop Suramaga immediately made a construction of the shrine on the hill.
So about the piece itself. So some of the most remarkable images of the Virgen of Guadalupe are created not entirely in paint, but also include the mother of pearl or encolchado. Miguel González's version portrays the Virgen as she appears on a tilma in 3/4 view, crowned, hands clasped, eyes cast downwards, encased in light, and standing on a crescent moon that an angel supports. The manner in which the Virgin of Guadalupe appears relates to Immaculate Conception, the doctrine that Mary was conceived without original sin in her mother's womb. Imagery which was based on Revelation 12, clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head.
In the 4 corners of the painting, we see 4 frame scenes carried by angels. These represent different moments in the story of the miracle. In the upper left, Juan Diego is led to the Virgin Mary by angels. In the upper right, Juan Diego has a vision of the Virgin Mary in the hill of Teyapac. In the lower left, Juan Diego takes leaves of the Virgin Mary with a full cloak. And in the lower right, Juan Diego reveals the miraculous image on his cloak to the bishop and others. González used pieces of mother of pearl shell to form most of the Virgin Mary's clothing. It even decorates the bodies of the angels and the frames of support. The iridescent shell would reflect shimmery candlelight to emphasize the sacredness and importance of the Virgin Mary. Above the Virgen of Guadalupe is a dove representing the Holy Spirit in a golden cloud. And below, an eagle perches on the cactus. You might be familiar with the symbol in the Mexican flag, which is basically like the national symbol of Mexico, and the mythical founding of the capital city, Tenochtitlan, which is now Mexico City. On their journey from the homeland, Aztlan, the Mexica patron deity, Huitzilopochtli, informed the Aztecs that they would know when to end their journey and establish a new home when they saw an eagle perched on a cactus. The snake got added to the story later on, which happened to be on the middle of an island in Lake Texcoco, which is now Mexico City.
By the 17th century, when Creoles were looking for ways to emphasize New Spain's greatness and uniqueness, the symbol of the eagle on the cactus once again became popular as a symbol for Mexico City. Its inclusion here, as well as in many other artworks, signals the Virgin of Guadalupe's direct connection to the people of New Spain, and so connects her to the Creoles as well. Beyond the elaborate use of mother of pearl, González also created a frame that includes more pieces of shell inlaid into wood. Floral decorations in red and gold alternate with common symbols of the Virgin Mary that derives in parts from the Song of Songs and other Old Testament sources. We see a ladder, palm tree, ship, lily, and fountain. The latter connotated Jacob's ladder or the ladder to paradise. Think of Mary as that ladder by which her son descended to earth and by which mortals will ascend into heaven, while the palm tree signified an exalted palm, as recounted in Ecclesiastes 24:14, and also the righteous and chosen ones mentioned in Psalm 92:12. Mary is seen as a ship of salvation, but the ship could also refer to Noah's Ark. The lily refers to Mary's purity. She is a lily among the thorns, and the fountain refers to Mary as the fountain of living water. Jeremiah 17:13.
So basically, that's the end of our piece, and that's La Virgen de Guadalupe. And thank you for listening to us.